Hello friends, welcome to EC Academy. In this lecture, let us understand the procedure to obtain signal flow graph from linear equation as well as the procedure to obtain signal flow graph from the block diagram. First, let us see how to obtain a signal flow graph from a given linear equations. Let us consider these linear equations. First, let us identify the number of variables. In this linear equations, we are having variable x1, x2, x3, x4 as well as x5. So, we have the variables x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. After identifying the number of variables, the first variable will always be the input and the last variable will always be the output. After identifying the input and output, now we need to represent these variables in the form of the nodes. Let us write 5 nodes because we are having 5 variables. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let us name this as x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. If we observe the first equation, this equation states that x2 is the sum of 3 incoming signals. So we can say x2 is equal to x1 plus x3 plus x4. First we will write x2 is equal to x1. Let us write the arrow mark and let us write the gain of that signal as 4. Now we have 3x3, so for that we will write a signal and we will write the gain as 3. 2x4, from x4 we will take the signal and join it to x2 and we will write the gain as 2. So this is about equation number 1. In this equation, if you observe, we have written a signal from x3 to x2 using a loop. We have not represented this signal by a straight line and we have not written the arrow mark from this way because the line joining these nodes should always be a forward path. So in the forward path we should not write the signal in the opposite direction. Second equation is x3 is equal to 7x2. So from x2 we are having a signal to x3. Let us write that and let us write the gain as 7. Now the third equation is x4 is equal to 5x2 plus 6x3 plus 9x4. So it is also the summation of 3 signals. The first signal is 5x2. So in this signal flow graph we can't join x4 and x2 with a straight line. So we will take a loop to join x2 and x4. The gain is 5. x4 is having a signal from x3. So we will write the signal and we will write the gain as 6. Now if you observe this equation, in this equation x4 is having the signal from x4 itself, which means it is having a self loop. x4 is having the signal from x4 itself. So we will write a loop which we call this as a self loop and we will write the gain of the signal as 9. In equation 4, x5 is equal to 3x2 plus 8x4. At node x5, it is the addition of 2 signals from x2 and x4. So we can't join x2 and x5 using a straight line. Let us take a loop to join x2 and x5. Let us write the gain as 3 and x5 is having a signal from x4 with gain 8. So write a forward path here and write gain as 8. So this is the procedure to obtain the signal flow graph from the linear equations. This is the complete signal flow graph for the given linear equations. Now we will understand how to obtain the signal flow graph from a given block diagram. Consider this block diagram as an example. For this block diagram, let us write the signal flow graph. For a given block diagram, the first step is to name the summing point and takeoff point in the block diagram. So we have two summing point and two takeoff points. We'll name those takeoff points and summing points. So we have a summing point here. We'll name this as S1. We have one more summing point. Let us name that as S2. We have a takeoff point here. Let us name that as T1. Now we have two takeoff points side by side. We can take those two takeoff point as a single takeoff point and we can name that as T2. After naming the takeoff point and summing point, represent each summing point and takeoff point by separate node for a signal flow graph. Let us represent this summing point and takeoff points by nodes. So we have first summing point. Let us call that as S1. We have a takeoff point here. Let us take that as T1. There is second summing point, which is S2. There is third takeoff point, which is T2. Now we need to connect these summing points using branches instead of blocks. And for each branch, we will indicate the transfer function of the block as the gain. Now there is a block between S1 and T1. We can represent that by a branch, and the gain of this branch is represented by the transfer function of the block, which is G1. Now there is a transfer function between T1 and S2. We will represent by a branch, and the branch gain will be G2. So from T1 and S2 we are having one more signal with transfer function G3. We will represent by branch and we will write the transfer function G3. From S2 to T2 we are having one more block, so we can write a branch and write the gain of that branch as G4. From T2 to S2 there is a signal with transfer function H2. We will write that one using a branch and we will write the gain of the branch as minus H2 because we are having a negative sign here. From T2 there is a signal to S1 with transfer function H1. So let us write using the branch and let us write the branch gain as again minus H1 because we have negative sign at the summation. After writing the signal flow graph, we need to represent input and output using dummy nodes. Let us call that as RS and CS. Let us join using the branch and the branch gain should be 1. This is the overall signal flow graph for the given block diagram. This is about the procedure to obtain signal flow graph for both linear equations and block diagram. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.